Hello and good evening. Can you believe it's the end of the month already? It's March. Wow, the end of March anyway. I'm still not 100%. You might be able to tell. Um, but I thought I'll change my face up a little bit and come live like I'm meant to be because I missed Tuesday. I missed my two lives on Tuesday. But yeah, I thought I would come live and see what it was about and see what was happening and possibly play this if we get some willing participants, is that a word? Yeah. Um but yeah, I think Ian's meant to be joining and I don't know if anyone else is gonna pop in. But hopefully, and it's not just me waffling on to myself. Although usually it's just me waffling on to myself to be fair. So I hope you've all had a good week, a good day, a good month, considering it's the end of the month. Hey Susan, how are you? Um, yeah, I haven't been anywhere. I haven't done anything. I was like proper miserable today, like with myself, and thought I best get on here and do something. You know what I mean? Hey Ian,
Hello.
hello.
I was going to say, how are you? But I already know the answer to that.
Yeah, and I got my hair washed this morning. I washed it and I hadn't like brushed my hair or anything. And um, yeah, I still feel rough. Well, I'm saying rough. I don't have it like my throat's not sore anymore. David's really poorly. Um, he had to go to A&E today because like he started to get better and everything, and then he came back again like tenfold, and all of the inside of his mouth swollen and all this like side of his face. So I was thinking like Quincy or something, you know.
Mm.
Anyway, he went A&E and didn't even ask what it was, did he? I mean, who does that? I mean, he's 28. Surely by now you ask, well, what is it? That's your first question. But no, he went, well, I just waited, I got the medication. So they give him antibiotics. Antibiotics, brufen to take down the swelling. Yeah, we are the Lurky House. Just Jasper's alright. Brufen to take down the swelling. What else was it? Paracetamol. And then told him to suck on ice cubes and drink really cold drinks in yeah, or through a straw because he could barely swallow. So he came in from there about 3, lied on the sofa. He came back through and went to sleep. Come through here about 7 and went, I'm going to bed now. I'm going for a nap. And I was like, just had a 3-hour nap. So never mind. Also, did you notice my glasses?
Oh, they're very nice.
These are my new ones.
Oh, I'd say very, very
Do they make me look intelligent?
sophisticated.
Do I look?
Sophisticated. That's the word.
Uh, I look intelligent, don't I? Can you tell?
Well, to be fair, you look fairly intelligent before with your glasses. Not to say that you don't without them, but you know,
They've
yeah.
gone up. Hi Chris, by the way. They've gone up 1 point on my right and 2 on the left, something like that. Anyway,
All
but
right.
that's not bad in 4 years,
No,
so I kind of complain.
no, no. Well, you're coughing. I'll just say hello to Susan, who I think should come and join us because why not? And hello to Mr. Tyler. I can only see their comments in the chat at the moment. I'm not sure whether my chat's going slow or whatever. But...
I'm trying not to cough too much.
Oh,
Apologies.
don't worry. If you've got a cough, you cough.
No, when I was like, um, well, because obviously I've got the flat tire as well, so I'm keep like, but I haven't been out of bed for about a week, so I'm gonna get up tomorrow. But because I can't actually go anywhere because of the flat tire, I'm just going to sit in exactly the same spot I get hoisted into. But just basically so I don't lose my, what's it called? What you stamina-y thing? Stamina-y thing? Yeah.
Not resilient. I know what you mean. I can't think of the word myself.
There is stamina.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. We'll go with stamina.
Yeah. So, I was just when I was getting started to do this, I remembered this moral conflict game. And it's basically it's like you're supposed to you're supposed to have paddles because you're supposed to do it in front of people. And then you like write the person's name on the paddle who you think is gonna do it, type of thing. And I suppose I could still do it, but just use people what I'll know.
Well, yeah, there is that. No worries, Susan. Understand, no problems.
Hi, Jordan.
Hi, Jordan. Jordan. Bonjour, Jordan.
See, one of the questions is, which of us is most likely to eat the last slice of pizza without asking? But the thing is, I'd just buy my own whole full pizza, so there's not an issue about having the last slice. It's mine.
What? I'm just gonna put pineapple on it so you don't eat it.
Ew. If I was buying my own full pizza, then I wouldn't like, be whatever my taste was. So there'd never be an issue with this last slice of pizza thing, because who does this sharing stuff? I don't know.
Yeah.
So that definitely would not be me in that thing.
Funny enough, I was having a conversation with somebody today. I went into the shop and they talk about these share bags of crisps. And the share bags of crisps are the size of the crisps that, by the time you take the air out of them, is a proper bag of crisps.
No left, right?
Yeah. What's that all about? What do you mean you're supposed to share them? And why they put the word share on things like chocolate is, why would you? What's the matter with these people? But, good evening, Victoria.
Exactly, Susan. What is this word share?
Yeah.
Hi, Victoria. And one of the other ones is, which of us is more likely to throw a tantrum after losing a board game?
Nick.
I would have said Nick and all,
Yeah, I bet he proper does the throw the toys out the pram. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to lose.
Or if he was if he was playing at a friend's, right? Yeah, they've gone round for to another couple, and they'd lose him yeah, whatever, and they get in the car, they'd moan about it all the way home, and poor Andrew would get it in the neck. Yeah.
Is share another one of them jolly words? No, because I don't understand it either. Definitely not. But yeah. Which of us is more likely to drop their phone in the toilet?
Me, because I've done it.
Well, I haven't done it.
Yeah.
So
I've done it. Yeah.
But that's because I don't go to the toilet.
Well, this is why I sympathise with Ginger when she did it, because I've done it. Although in my defence, I didn't technically have my phone on me at the time; it was in my back pocket.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't think I need to be descriptive at this point, but basically, it ended up in the toilet.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
I think if you put it in your back pocket, it's inevitable, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think
I never give it a thought.
Sharon just flung it in, didn't she?
Oh, did she? Yeah.
I don't think she did. I'm just laughing. Susan,
Oh,
we're talking
let's have her
about
first suck in her bum cheek.
Dude, that was me. I lost my phone, right? And I says to my daughter, I can't find my phone anywhere. And I said, this bed feels uncomfortable. There's like something there. And then, so this was like hours later. And anyway, I asked my daughter to check for me. So I was like, rolls over. And she held her laughing because my phone was stuck to my bum cheek. Yeah, only me. But how did you not know it was there? I was like, well, it didn't really feel uncomfortable at first. I'm not like the princess and the pea, you know. And to be fair, I've got plenty of arse. So it's not like anyone would, you know, it's not like it would notice.
Moving on, how's the packing going, Susan?
I know. Anyway, let's move on.
Mm.
I mean, this one. Which of us is more likely to hold a grudge and forget why?
Yeah.
Oh, Ian. I'm going Ian on that one. Yeah.
I don't know. You pick on somebody with bad memory. I'm practically blind. My memory's going, and you're picking on me. Cruel.
Sorry. Really in the smartphone, the modern day princess and the bee. Which of us is more likely to get themselves fired from a job?
Oh, I came close to it once.
I'm trying to think if I've ever been fired. I haven't been fired. Well, unless you class Miltech, which is like the youth training scheme thing.
Sharon.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Susan put that.
Yeah, I know. I've just seen.
All right.
I'm in a very bad signal area. Donut ring. Oh, on the bed, you mean? Is this the phone thing?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'm just gonna block myself out a minute while I
Okay.
blow my nose.
Okay. Blow me over in the clover. Blow me over in the clover. Do it again. Yeah. So how's that packing going, Susan? Are you all done? Are you all ready to go? Yes. Hasn't the weather been nice this week? That's a good subject. Hasn't the weather been nice this week? I'm sure it won't last, but you know.
No, because I haven't been able to enjoy it. So no.
No.
All right. Anyway, next one. Which of us is more likely to sleep through their alarm?
Me.
I'm really good. I'm not good at waking up to my alarm.
Oh right, okay, Susan. I get the hint. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Although I
good.
can't sleep through my alarm in the minute necessarily because the builders that are knocking the building apart are generally here for about 8 o'clock in the morning, Monday to Friday, and finish about 4 o'clock. So yeah, I don't need an alarm at the minute. It's generally about 8 o'clock.
Which of us is more likely to reveal movie spoilers? That would be Steve from Movie Chats. The Scouse one, even though he's not Scouse because he's not from Liverpool. He's from the Wirral, isn't he? The Wirral?
Same thing.
Anyway, so that's what I thought.
Yeah, they all piss in the same
Hi,
water.
Mandy.
Hi, Mandy.
I know they're not very moral, are they? It's like, Which of us is more likely to kill a houseplant accidentally?
Me. And that's by looking after it, to be honest. I look after plants and I'm nice to them and I do all the things it says on the instructions. And they just die.
And all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you want to put some moral choices in as suggestions, feel free.
Yeah. Well, we're open to suggestions. Well, most of them.
You know me, I'm not bothered. Done with anything. Because these are like boring, really. Then what do you expect for 50 pence?
Yeah.
Which of us more likely to cause a scene in public?
Depends what it's about. I tend not to get involved, but if there's something that I really think is wrong, I'll get involved.
Which of you is most likely to do a murder? Straight in there.
Yeah. Murder. Yeah.
Well, I could murder. It's not really a sentence you should start off with, is it? But John's going with Lex. Yeah, there's that option. I mean, I wouldn't murder just for fun, or like just out like that.
No, they'd have to deserve it, and I could, I'm drawing up a small list. You know what I mean?
Couldn't be like an evil, like proper evil murderer, because it wouldn't be like the fun thing for us, whatever. But like having kids, I'm likely to either murder them or if someone did anything to them, that would also be an option.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, Lex is probably the best answer.
Yeah.
Which of us is more likely to laugh at someone falling over?
Oh, me.
Yeah. See, I'm more of a like that. Like, kind of, are you injured? Are you hurt? Kind of thing.
Like the other day, there was, and I won't mention any names. There was a YouTuber that dropped their poached eggs and toast everywhere, and it proper made me giggle. I just think because apparently the eggs went everywhere and the yolk and all the rest of it because he'd done them runny, that did
basically Nick spilled his eggs.
Nick dropped his eggs. Yeah.
I didn't laugh at that, did I? No.
But then again, in fairness, if it'd been the other way around, then he'd laughed at me and I'd been like, yeah, all right, okay. Because I'd have laughed at him, so it's not, But I would have liked to have been a bit of a fly on the wall. It's like one of them. It's like they got a bit boring after a while, but it was a bit like You Being Framed, wasn't it? That some of them were funny, but they got a bit silly after a while. It's a bit like Doctor Who. I felt, why we're watching this, you know what I
mean? Poor sweet innocent Lex. Yeah, very. Same YouTuber who trod dog shit through his house.
Yes,
I
yes,
that a lot.
Yeah,
I did that one. To be fair, that was funny.
Yeah.
It says, which of us is less likely to keep a secret? I think I'm good at keeping secrets.
Yeah, I think I'm good at keeping secrets. Not necessarily secrets, but stuff that.
Don't tell Susan any secrets, she says.
Yeah, if somebody's like, if it's something serious, like, obviously, if it's something like, Lainey's going tomorrow and she's going for, a full body massage with, Jason Momoa, I might tell a small group of people, but
I'm like being wishful now.
Well, you know what I mean. If it's something, day to day play, it's not that serious, then, But if it's something that, it's the best way, Jordan. Know nothing. Don't know nothing. You can't get in trouble for nothing.
If it's something secret, I can keep it. But if it's gossipy stuff, I would tell everybody. I think a lot of people, like, if I'm friends with someone and they say, "Oh, do you want to say this?" That, no, fine. But like, if it's like a group and someone's chatting about someone else and it's like in the known group, then yeah, I'd probably mention it. Because we're all a nosy bunch, really, aren't we? At the end of the day. Which of us is more likely to send a text to the wrong person?
Me.
Yeah, I'm going with you now.
Yeah, me, definitely. Yeah, moving on.
I'm going to get this whole shit right. Which one of us is most likely to ghost someone they're dating? Why are you ghosting someone you're dating? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't get this whole ghosting thing.
No. Yeah.
Like, just say, it's not for me or whatever. Or, like, fine if you just cut them off or whatever, but me, like, sort of chat now, did a chat later, chat with them in a few days, whatever. That sort of thing just bugs me.
Yeah.
So it basically means you don't want to continue to date them. So, I mean, everyone, it's been done from day dot, really, hasn't it? But more so because now everything's technical and texty and all of that sort of shit, isn't it? So, yeah. But, yeah. If you're ghosting someone, does that mean, like, you totally ignore them? Like, well, I guess it must, because then that's the only way you can be a ghost, isn't it? like you've dead and you're a ghost.
Ignore them till you want them. Okay.
That's not like ignore them. That's just being a twat, isn't it?
Well, you can't say that anymore. It's ghosting.
Twatting.
Through which I'll be back in 1 minute.
Actually, twatting's probably a whole other thing. So don't go with that one.
Back in a sec.
All right. What's the next one? Which of us is more likely to buy new socks rather than do the laundry? I have known a few people who would do that in my time, but like, just wash your socks, people. Just wash them. It's not that hard, is it? Really? Is it? But I mean, not even just for socks. To buy all new shirts and stuff like that. It's madness. Absolute madness. It's just a waste. Right. Just fixing that while I'm here. So I remember. I've got a cherry menthol. That's what I've got. I'm not talking from experience. All right, no worries. I believe you, Jordan. Right.
Now, I'm hoping that the term I'm going to use isn't rude in any way, but I'm probably going to put my foot in it as usual. But talking of these terms, what the bloody hell's catfishing?
Catfishing is when you pretend to be someone else, and then, so you might, I don't know, you meet someone online, you've got photos of like a certain person, and then the person isn't that person, they're lying.
Oh, right, okay.
Like, they make out like they get that in love with you. Well, people do anyway.
Right, okay.
Yeah, they like tunes. Tip for you all when going on holiday on last day, send all your stuff off to get washed and ironed. Put them back in your case when you get home, straight back in the wardrobe. Good idea, Jordan.
Mm.
Hi, Gainer. Getting there, I guess. Not 100%, but getting there. Right, let's have a look at another one of these. That's boring. Which of us is more likely to get their social media account suspended?
You.
Yeah, uh, well, they didn't suspend us for putting on Naked Attraction. They just stopped us streaming it.
I get it.
Yeah, right, so. He went, well, can't even bother to talk.
He's quite enjoy it.
You don't know, that's the problem. You think, oh, it'll be peaceful.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I got banned on Facebook and all because I said I was going to send nudes.
Oh yeah.
It was a stupid joke, right? It said, money's tight at the minute or whatever. So if you want to receive a nude, it's $5, and if you don't want to receive a nude, it's $50. And then I got a 30-day ban off. Really, so it really wasn't really doing it. I didn't really get any dosh.
Reminds me, it's the 10 you owe me.
Yeah, not as rough as I was, though, but still not 100%. Anyway, what's the next one? That's boring. Oh, which of us is more likely to dine and dash? I've never done that ever. I couldn't.
Which more likely is it? Say that again in Welsh.
Dine and dash.
Oh right, okay. I've never done it. Yeah, never done it.
Yeah, me neither. And like, I couldn't imagine doing it. I just feel it. Like, well, put it on, like, getting away in Robo Bitch, it's like going on a small jog. Like, it's a slight jog. It's not even, maybe a fast walk kind of thing. It means basically going out for your food and then flicking off before you paid.
Unintentionally, unfortunately, with the garage that I know, I've actually done it with getting fuel. I put diesel in my car.
What, and then
the car to get my wallet, been on the phone, and drove off. Anyway, I went back for something a couple of days later, and the guy, as I say, I knew them really well. Said, "Oh, you come to pay for your fuel, have you?" Yeah. Then as soon as he said it, it twigged what I'd done.
Yeah.
Awful. Good job it wasn't a garage, wasn't there? I'd probably been locked up. I mean, like probably 20, 30 quid in, but only by today's fuel prices, that's probably about a quarter of a tank, 20 or 30 quid.
Yeah. Which of us is more likely to fall for an email money scam?
Oh, not me. I research the hell out of anything that asks for money or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or just block it.
Never click anything, me.
No.
I never click just a link and whatever. But I know what happens. Hi, Chrissy. Well, it's only that every fourth Saturday that I do, isn't it? So I forgive you. Yeah, not 100%, but getting there.
Hi, Chrissy.
Okay, which of us is more likely to keep money they've found on the ground instead of handing it in?
Oh God, I definitely keep hold of it.
If it's just cash on the floor.
Oh yeah. If it's a cash, if it's a wallet,
in a purse or a wallet, no, I wouldn't. I would definitely.
Only, well, not so much because of the money, but because I know what a nightmare it is having to cancel everything, and there might be personal photographs in there. You don't know what's in there, do you? But if it's cash on the floor, then absolutely keep it.
I had a phone call last week from someone pretending to be HMRC. I told them who my employer was, and they hung up. I'm assuming your employer is HMRC. Otherwise, Which of us is more likely to drop down at night instead of waiting to find a rubbish bin? I hate that.
Say that again. Which of us is more likely to
drop their rubbish instead of waiting to find a rubbish bin?
No, definitely a bin.
Yeah, bugs me. I just put it if it, it's in my bag, it's in my down my side or whatever till I get home. I never, I'll find a bin. It's madness. Hi, Paula. I don't see why people do it, but people do, don't they? They're not asked. Okay. Which of us is more likely to lie about their age? Well, I'm going with you because you say you're 40 odd, but you're 60 odd.
How rude.
How rude. I know it's very rude.
Excuse me. In our group, I've had to show my driving license to prove my age.
We still don't believe him.
Oh, well, yeah.
No, like.
Hi, Kath.
Hi, Kath. I never lie about my age. It's just not really a thing.
Can I just say hello to Paula? I'm not sure whether I said hello to Paula already, but anyway.
Okay.
A friend of ours was fined in Manchester for feeding the pigeons. What?
Oh, you get fined round our way as well.
For feeding the pigeons?
£100.
Why?
Because the basis of it is because the pigeons to joke. Start again. Because people put food down all on the ground and whatever, it attracts rats. And we've had really big problems with rats in the parks. Because people are feeding the ducks, but then they're feeding the pigeons and the seagulls, which is on the side. So they're saying if you're not flinging the food into the water, then they charge people, and they're going to fine people. Someone got stopped when I was there. Hi, Porky. Hi, Tam.
Hi, Porky. Hi, Tam and Belle, or Belle, or Tam, or Belle, or both.
I've got new logo in it.
Oh.
Looks like honeycomb, is it? Oh dear, Lenny said, how are you? To be honest, this is much better, Lenny. This is actually much better. A lot better than it was, Lenny. So, yeah. All right. Which of us is more likely to steal someone else's food from a communal work fridge?
Oh. It would depend on what it was.
Hi, Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Kath said you. I would never do that. But partly because one, I didn't know what they've done with it or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Two, just the fact that I just wouldn't do it anyway. If it's someone else's and it's not mine, then no.
I'm more I'm more likely, I think, to do it as a bit of a joke. I'm more likely to do it as a bit, not actually eat it, but like move it on somebody.
Yeah.
If somebody's going for, we're going for dinner soon or whatever, and like, there's in a container in the fridge, I might put it somewhere and like, it's a bit of but not necessarily. I wouldn't necessarily eat it.
If it was his favourite chocolate, definitely Ian.
Yeah, it's a difficult. Yeah, if it was chocolate.
The thing what I've done is like I bought presents for people that I haven't given them or haven't given them yet, and whatever, and then I've kept it somewhere, and then it's come into my head, and I've thought, oh, I'll just eat that box of chocolates, and then I'll get another one tomorrow to give to a present. So I've done that before, but like taken out of the fridge, like with other people I work with, then no. People used to do it in halls all the time. Yeah, and imagine students and that doing it.
It's funny. My friend in Scotland, we don't really do presents, but we get like chocolate and bits for each other at Christmas and stuff. And the first year of COVID, when we were told we couldn't go for Christmas, we both admitted months after that, the chocolate that we got for each other, even wrapped, that we got for each other, we were both eating and we'd have to get again. And then, of course, the following Christmas, we couldn't do it again. So, like, it was, yeah. So, she constantly reminds me of a chocolate, but, the fact that she had mine, was neither here nor there. So, I actually ended up buying chocolate that I didn't like.
Yeah, to make sure
that I didn't like, so I wouldn't eat it that way.
Yeah.
But.
This one is, which of us is more likely to go more than 3 days without showering? Now, I've done this via mental health. In fact, I did it for months at one point. That sounds really bad, but it's true. But recently, just because I've been bad, like this week, obviously showering's a whole thing anyway. Because like at the minute, I'm not able to use my shower, but just getting a wash in general this week. I think I went 3 days with the same nightwear on because I was just so I was so lethargic as one, had no effort whatsoever, and every time like a switch moved, I was coughing. So like, I was just dozing in between. So I didn't get washed on out, and today I've like washed my hair, got washed and everything, and it does make us feel a bit better. Hi Richard.
Hi Richard.
So there you go.
Well, as you know, I don't have a shower and have a bath. And if I had a shower, I would probably shower twice a day. Or in the summer, when it's really probably 3 times a day. But I do like a shower. And yeah, it's one of them really. But at the moment, it's just doing. Yeah, I mean, certainly every other day, if not every day. But then again, when I was poorly ill with the COVID and all that, it was probably 2 or 3 days. But of course, you just don't feel like it, do you?
No.
In normal circumstances.
No, normal circumstances, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like I just haven't, like in normal circumstances.
Oh my God, Lee's turned my mattress round and I can't get up. Maybe he's turned it around because he couldn't get up. It sounds wrong now, said it out loud. Anyway.
But no, Cherry said she did get up, so that's all right. As long as she got up. That's the main thing.
Fair enough. Hi, Cherry.
Which of us is more likely to try to flirt their way out of a speeding ticket?
Well, I think that's more likely going to be you, really.
No.
Why?
because I wouldn't do that. I just, you know what I mean. I'm probably more likely to act like dumb, like kind of get like, oh, I didn't realise I was speeding. Is that flirting? It's not. Not with its voice. Ian, you're the flirty one.
Why am I the flirty one?
Because you just are. Hi, Stu. No, like, oh, hi, Nia.
Hi, Stu. Hi, Nia.
I don't think, I would probably just act like that was definitely flirting, really. Oh, did I? I'm so sorry. It was just a change in my voice, wasn't it? Oh God. No, but like it's not flirting, it's just like I would kind of just act a bit blonde. Is that wrong words to use? Hello, officer. Is that a truncheon in your pocket? Right. I wasn't going to crack on with the next sentence that I came up with there.
Go on. Go on.
I was just going to mention his helmet, but I thought it was probably best not.
Yeah, it's probably best not.
Hi, Richard. Right, okay.
Hi, Richard.
Which of us?
I said hello to Richard, and then I realised it was a different one.
It's a different Richard.
Yeah.
Which of us is more likely to end up as the subject of a gossip blog?
Ooh, I think more you because you're on YouTube, aren't you? Really?
Well, then so you because of me.
Well, yeah. I don't do anything though. It's you, the dodgy Southern bloke, and that Welsh woman that get me in trouble.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're the one who says the most innuendos.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't say innuendos at all. When was the last time you? Listen, it's Kath in the chat that's brought up my helmet, not me.
Yeah, not me neither. She said I was doing it. I wasn't drawing anything. And I drew his helmet once and that was it.
Yeah. You decorated it a couple of times, to be fair, but let's move on.
Yeah, that was fun. Oh, jeez. Right. Which of us is more likely to crash a party?
Oof, you, I think.
Yeah, that'll just be me dodgy driving. I'd end up going through the patio doors or something. Wrong house.
Yeah. Where's laying in a lamppost in the garden?
That's not how you pole dance, lady. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's not the idea.
I've never thought about crashing a party. I mean, I went to my friend's once. We had a party in her house, and the parents came back early. But it wasn't like there was only about 8 of us all together. And so we were in like they had like a sitting room with like a what's it called? I was gonna say an extension. It's not. It's like a games room sort of thing, and then like it had drink in there and a pool table and darts board and all sorts, right? So we were drinking out of the cabinet and that, and then filling it back up with water to make it look like we hadn't nicked any, you know, as you do. And then anyway, they came back early, so they had like downstairs they had like a sitting room, then like this games roomy thing, then this like formally dining roomy thing, then a kitchen that led through to the back, which had like a shower, toilet, and outhousey. Well, it's like, you know, washing machines and all that. So we were in the games room, so they came in early. So we sneaked through the whole of the house into the bathroom, to hide. And there was like 5 of us standing in the shower with the shower curtain pulled round. I've never been that close to people in my life. But yeah. A couple had went upstairs, and a couple, while they were distracted, had gone out the front door. And I thought, why not just do that bit? So we stuck there for ages. And the freaking dad goes to the toilet and everything, and we were stuck in the shower. I laugh. Luckily, it wasn't the mother, because if it had been the mother, I'm sure she'd have pulled the curtain back because it wasn't right. Because it was the dad, he just was like, not bothered. You know what I mean? But yeah. Hi, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen. I hope you're having something nice.
Anyway, yeah. So that was that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it was. So then my friend had to wait till everyone was settled, and then come along to sneak us out the back way. It worked like we never knew.
We've lived at a cul-de-sac before, and particularly summer months, you kind of like, oh, we're doing a barbecue this weekend, and then of course, you go to that barbecue that that Saturday night or the Friday night, whatever, and everybody's arranging the following weekend.
Yeah.
And it's nice, but it kind of gets a bit kind of, it's the same people that go, and it's the same people that take stuff, and the same people that don't, and and all this sort of thing, which, if somebody's short or whatever, I don't mind, helping people out and putting in and all the rest of it. But when it's the same people that go and they're always first at the table and first to take all the beer, and it's like...
Yeah, 2 seconds.
But, yeah, and I like a barbecue, and I like a bonfire, whatever, for that matter, a few beers, whatever, but in the summer months. But, yeah, who doesn't like a good barbecue? I mean, we've all been to those barbecues where you think, I'm either going to get food poisoning here or charcoal food, but,
No, I haven't got antibiotics. I did have it last time. And GP didn't want to give us them because I've had 2 lots of antibiotics pretty recently. So it was like, see how it goes. But yeah, I did, Jordan. I watched it. I love The Apprentice. I'll let you say what you think. Well, to be honest, I thought it was the right person that won.
Oh, sorry, back in the room. What's Stephen saying? I'm from who hate barbecues.
Not enough hands for food and drinks.
Yeah, it just gripes me when as I said before, you don't mind helping people out, and everybody has a bit of a low week, financially or whatever sometimes, and you put in the pot, don't you? But when it's the same people all the time, and it's you're taking food and drink round, and they're the first to the table or first to the beer, or they're having the most beer, and it just it gripes me after a while. Haven't watched The Apprentice, to be honest. Although apparently,
I think the business idea was great, and when you compare it to the 2 finalists, obviously, the other one, the pajama one, it's not sustainable to have matching pajamas all year round. Plus, the supermarkets do it now, and once they get involved, it's like, and I know that no one else does the dog ones, but I mean, how often are you going to buy them? It's like a novelty thing, right? It's like once, maybe twice, as a novelty.
I know. I think it was a cake shop or a dessert emporium, or
yeah. The other one was the one that won was a dessert one. Yeah.
Do you know whereabouts they were from, Lainey? I'll give you a clue. It begins with H, and it's in Yorkshire.
Oh, Huddersfield.
Yeah,
right. There are so many dessert places out there, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is. I agree, but it's like some of them are crap, to be fair.
Yeah.
We,
No, you get
we
like
have,
a little plastic container with something in, and you
yeah,
think,
like if you go, yeah, like if you get something proper, I want like proper dessert, like send me the fucking whole cake. Just kidding. Like, I'm not kidding, actually, I would order a whole cake. But not from there because I know that I could get a whole cake, you know what I mean? But she did mention about like branching out into like like other areas as well. So like, you know what I mean, and also delivery and whatever. And thing that she made was like a biscuit. She like put biscuit onto like a little dish thing, and then filled it. I think it was like hot chocolate in it or whatever. I can't remember, but yeah. But I just think, I mean, the pajama thing. I don't think it's not like I can understand having the Christmas one, you know, where you all match once a year. But other than that, I don't think it's necessary. You suppose a sugar and cake shop is the perfect match, yes.
have you ever been to Betty's, Stephen? It's lush. It's a little bit expensive, but every now and again.
£5 for a cake in a parlour. Yeah, that's what the mostly are, to be honest.
Get this end up here, lad. Get this end up here. I'll take it. Go and have a bit of cake.
Which of us is less likely to admit the wrong?
To be fair, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah. I'm just like always wrong, so it's not new.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. Like my wrongs are obvious wrongs. Like, I can't get out of it. It's like funny.
Yeah, but usually your wrongs are, you know, saying things you shouldn't and trying to get out of it, you know.
Yeah, I do. Admit I'm wrong when I'm right. That's right. I'm wrong.
No, I must admit, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's, you know.
Yeah.
Unless it's Kath, and then I'm always right, obviously.
You know, it's got which of us is most likely to order the most expensive dish at a restaurant and then has to split the bill equally. But to me, if you're going out with a group of you, just pay for your own. You know what I mean? Like, just pay your own. It's like, what's the issue? Why do you have to like split the bill?
I'm fairly old-fashioned in that respect. Is even if
No, like if you're on a date and you took someone in for a treat, or if you're taking someone in for their birthday, or whatever, I get that, right? But then if there's like 6 or 7 years or whatever, and you've all just gone out and you've decided to meet up for food, you know what I mean? Rather than like make it awkward, and then because like for me personally, if I was like splitting the bill, then I'd have to see what everyone else was ordering, in the sense of like I'd have to have like similar price. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why we always talk about food on here, Rebecca. And I haven't had any food today apart from the juice and a soother. You can't really class that as food, can you?
I always remember the Peter Kay thing that we all used to do, which was, you go out for a meal and you'd be halfway through your main meal and like, this is going to fill me up. I'm not going to be able to add anything else, And, you eat it all up and it's like, oh, God, roll me to the car, can't possibly fit any more in. And then the sweet menu comes round and, like, you're all kind of like, oh, I don't want, are you having anything? Well, I'll have something if you're having something.
Yeah.
That conversation is like, do you want something or not?
Yeah.
It's
madness, man.
Yeah.
I used to love the Chucky Wacky Doodah shop.
Wacky Doodah. Yeah.
I remember that on the TV show.
Yeah.
And they used to make like ridiculous cakes, didn't they, of chocolate?
Mm.
Madness.
Mm. I quite like. Oh God, I can't think of the bloody name of it, and I can see it as well. Italian food shop, restauranty place. It'll come to me in a minute. Although it's not. Wagamama. God, that was hard work.
All right, I've never had Wagamama.
Yeah, I quite like Wagamama.
I've never tried it.
Mm.
I'm the same, and I usually want the most expensive thing, like crab or lobster, and I want to be able to get it without guilt, knowing that I'm going to pay for it. Exactly. And I always just think it makes it less awkward, because I think otherwise it's like, and plus there's always one person who's like, well, I've paid 20 pence more than them. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just, and I can't be bothered with that.
Mm.
Plus, and then also, if you're not very, you might not like have, you might not have much money that week or whatever, but at least you can still go, and then you won't feel obliged to like, to be stuck paying 10 quid when you only opted for some chips because you were skint. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I used to hate going for meals, and we'll all put in at the end. We'll pay our own at the end. And of course, there's always somebody that doesn't pay.
Yeah.
And it just drives me mad. And now we just got to the stage where I say, right, pay for your own meals, order your own meals, pay for your own meals, and do rounds of drinks, whatever you want to do. But it just got too stressful. Just everybody, and then you get one that, well, they ordered this, but they didn't have it, so they gave it to another person, and the other person thinks they're getting it for free, but that in reality, the other person's thinking, well, I didn't eat it, you ate it, so you can pay for it, and it just gets messy.
Yeah.
I've
never tried Wagamama.
Yeah,
Wagamama is great value, but I've never had it. I've never had Five Guys either. Well, not the food version anyway.
You heard it here first, folks. Yeah.
I hope you're not listening, brother.
Yeah, by God, that'll get rid of your cold. Yeah.
Aye.
Might still have the sore throat, though. Anyway, moving on.
Went out last week and it came to £50 a head, but only one person had wine, and that was £40 a bottle. I was livid. Susan's had Five Guys once, and they were very overrated.
Were they rugby players, Susan? Asking for a friend. Yes, they are, Jordan.
Five Guys milkshakes are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, now, I couldn't be that person, Stephen, who would do that. I couldn't go out and have like £40 bottles of wine, be the only person, and then expect to split the bill. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense to me. Vegas Rise Milkshake, didn't think much of any of them. You like the morning thing. I don't know if I'm assuming Five Guys have a like morning type breakfast option. I don't know if that's better.
I know we've had the conversation before that daytime McDonald's menu I could leave really. It's neither there, but breakfast menu, I love the breakfast menu. I've not had it for probably, I don't know, 2.5 years. But I do like the breakfast menu at McDonald's. It's funny actually, I went to town probably 3-4 weeks ago, and ended up going in early, and I'm still in this charity shop in the side of town, and suddenly realised that I'm early enough for a breakfast menu, and I looked at my phone at the time. And I thought, I'm not going to get to the side of town in time. Thinking, so why didn't I go there first and then come to the charity shop? Proper kicking myself.
Oh, the Ivy. That sounds very posh.
Night, Susan.
Good night, Susan. Yeah, that's why he remains the richest, Stephen, because he doesn't spend his own money.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
It's got, which of us is more likely to be constantly correcting other people's grammar? Do you know what it is, right? I know that my typing and whatever is all over the shop. And I'm happy to joke about it and whatever. It doesn't bother us. And it doesn't bother us if people correct us or whatever. But apart from, if I've got something to say and I'm having an argument, let's text argument, that it's when I fuck up doing that bugs the shit out of me. It's not anyone, because then the other person will go, uses it against you in your argument. You get you know what I mean? And we get do you mean we are? Or something like that.
Yeah.
It's really sad, but it just bugs us.
There are certain words that, me with, specific and Pacific just wind me up. And sometimes silly things, which, oh, come on, will you learn me this? No, I'll teach it you. I often think that there are people out there, particularly in today's society, not so much, but I think it existed back then, but I don't think we realised it more now, that there are people with a lot of, difficulties in that respect. And you never know who, I know we joke about it between us. I wouldn't do it to a stranger, I'll pick on somebody from the chat. I don't know, Rebecca, for argument's sake. If we had a conversation and, she said something, I wouldn't pick on her for it, obviously. But, if we've been speaking quite a lot, then, it's a different thing, isn't it? But you've got to be so careful nowadays that, obviously you don't upset people and this, we joke about you in your ladyisms, in the Laney Dictionary and stuff like that.
The Laney Dictionary.
We'd never.
No, I'm not offended by it, not in the slightest. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother me in the slightest. It's a joke. Take the piss out of myself for it. To be honest, it held me back a lot when I was younger, because I was terrified of making a mistake and terrified of saying something wrong and whatever. It became really horrifying, and now I'm just like, that's just me. It's just me, and I know I have trouble with words. I hear things very. My brain thinks, even if I know how to write it or how to pronounce it, my brain struggles to do it in that way. I have to really go over it and over and over it to get that stuck into my head. You know what I mean?
Kath just put a message out. Kath, I've just replied to you on Instant Messenger. My reply, because I couldn't say it on here.
Crips and Basketti.
What's that? Sorry. Crips and because yeah. And there's a.
Oh my God, with pronunciation, I say here, and you're all the same. But is that not something to do with your accent, though, Jordan?
Yeah.
Because I know that people pick me up for mine when I'm saying totally different words, and it's just other people's fault. Also, just because they can't tell the difference between quote and quote, it's not my fault. Just
you know,
because I don't say it like quote.
yeah, but as another thing as well, not with you, but and I'm probably going to offend probably somebody American in the chat, but I can't stand it when the Americans predominantly, not saying just the Americans, but predominantly use period.
Like at the end of the sentence to make it like period.
Like, and it's just like, why? Yeah.
Yeah, Stephen's American, can it be him?
Yeah, but Stephen's lovely, so you know, he's allowed to say it, but
yeah, and I don't think he says period at the end
No.
of sentences.
I mean, you know, apart from what Lainey says about you, Stephen, I think you're all right, you know, but you know, far be it from me to. You want to be offended?
Yes.
Right, then 4 eyes. There you go. I'm
Can't do it when you've got glasses.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
4 eyes is not really that offensive, is it?
I don't really want offending, you know.
Well, I know that. He said, "How dare you?" That was his posh American.
That was his posh American.
accent.
No, how dare you? Period.
How dare you? Period. It just sounds like someone's expressing their monthly cycle.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that you know all about monthly cycles, but you know what I mean?
Don't get me started.
4 eyes is better than 2.
Yeah. Just going off on a tangent a minute. You know how I think with the conversation with Nick recently, I think Susan was there. That, but I know you do. You keep your tablets in a tray, so you know what day you're having them and when.
Yeah.
I noticed before that this morning I had my nighttime tablets. So tonight I'll be having my morning tablets, I suppose.
How's that supposed to help? If you
I thought I'd try it the way around, see if it makes any more sense.
Okay.
Yes, Porkies, yeah. Or at the end of the day. That's the other one. At the end of the day. Yeah. Slap. Yeah.
Or is it something to do with send telegrams? Today is Saturday. Period.
Have you been out in Brighton sunshine today then, Stephen?
I haven't.
Me neither. I've definitely not been out in the Brighton sunshine.
I haven't been out for a week.
Well, I've
like gone around the loonies.
Mine was 13 days from when I went for my eye appointment, which was the 10th. It was the 23rd when I went to town. And I went out, did what I had to do, come back and went to sleep for 4 hours. I think wiped out by the fresh air, I think.
Be 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. It's a long time since I've been to Brighton. A long time. In fact, some of the journeys I don't quite remember, but anyway, some of the story. I won't lie to you. You don't know the tea. But at the end of the day, when all said and done, it's Annie. Yeah. Yeah.
I do. So.
No offense.
Yeah. But like. No offense, but I'm now going to be offensive. But if you're offended, it's on your head being offended because I pre-warned you of my offense.
I no pun intended. I go on the 28th of April, Rebecca. for my first stop. And depending on what Specsavers and Sparmedic are the people that are doing it, whether they get their act together, I should be having the following one at the end of the following month, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, so, yeah.
It says, which of us is more likely to queue jump?
Me.
Well, the thing with this is, right, I get like
Because she's
extra,
breaking into arc, right? Go on.
I get extra credits. Being in a wheelchair, right, sometimes Paul gives you extra credits. Because in Marks and Spencer's, right, the last aisle is the only aisle I can get down because the others are so rammed with stuff around them that I can't get through, right?
Mm.
So if ever I go in there and that one's full, I simply zoom over to customer service, explain that I can only use the end aisle, and then they go, "Oh, we'll just put them through here for you." And I'm like, I know what I'm doing because there's 20 people in the queues in each other aisle.
Yeah.
But yeah, because what I could do is wait in those queues till I get to the front, and then as soon as I get to the front, chuck my stuff on the thing, and then come round. Because I've done that once before. But then I thought, yeah, that also revolves reversing back with loads of people tutting and humming because they've got a shift out the way. So it's easier just to go around with the customer service bit and then get that sorted. So yeah, I've done queues in that way. But I wouldn't just, jump into the queue type of thing. Hi, Mel.
It's that dodgy Australian woman. Yeah, jump in the queue. I try. I mean, I don't mainly, but when you're in a supermarket of whatever supermarket you go in, and all of a sudden somebody shouts, "Maureen, you getting till 4?" And everybody thinks, we're off to till 4. I try and get there as quick as I can, but other shop assistants are available, by the way. But yeah, I mean, they don't say that in Waitrose. Obviously, it's
Yeah, Mel. Well, just the end of it, really. How you doing now? Well, I'm still coughing quite a bit and stuff, but not as bad as I was.
I'll be back in a minute. Just let you speak to your people.
Okay. Which of us is more likely to clip their nails on public transport? I mean, I wouldn't clip my fingernails, but can you imagine if someone just whips their toes out on public transport and is kind of like, just chopping off their toenails? Oh, that's just rank. Sorry. I'm assuming that someone has done that for that. You know what I mean? But yeah, weird. Exactly. Who carries clippers? So have a lingering cough and tight chest, but better each day. Oh, pleased to hear you getting better, Mel. I use a wheelchair, Paula. I use a wheelchair, and I've been moved out of the queue in Marks Spencer's by some other. Oh my God! How rude! That's terrible. Really shocking. That's like really shocking. Like I've never had that happen. I've had people like reach over as like I wasn't there, or like just, whatever. But that's just, yeah, that's not ordinary rudeness. That's M&S rudeness. That's very true, Stephen. Very true. Shocking. Yeah, but they carry scissors, Jordan. mobile hairdressers carry scissors, not like toenail clippers or fingernail clippers. I get tutted at for tripping people up on my scooter when I am still and they walk into me. Yeah. The amount of people who, like, I'm going along, right? And then they just, for some reason, and I don't know what it is, right, with people in aisles, but you can tell us, they're looking at the noodles, for instance, right? So they're looking at the noodles, and they're looking at the noodles from, like, pretty close up. Then they take about 3 steps back because they need to look at the noodles from far away. I don't understand this concept, but apparently it's a thing. So they take 3 steps back to then look at the noodles. Just happens to be that I'm coming to go by them, and the amount of near misses I've had. I mean, I've sort of had people walk back into us, and for the most part, people are like apologetic and whatever. But I've had the odd ones who've tutted and whatever, and like not being and being annoyed.
Can I have a rant?
You want a rant?
I want a rant.
A ramp?
Rant. R-A-N-T.
Well, you can rant.
I don't know if anybody's ever watched them, right? But on the old tube, on the old YouTube, there are videos on there for dash cams footage, right?
Yeah.
And in the majority of cases, it's cars, vans, anything that goes on the road, and people make mistakes, right? And, some of them are horrific, just blatant stupidity. But there are, I think, a good percentage of them are also people who say I was in my car and you did something and they go daft about it, and you just think it's just being over dramatic. And I think, I'm not sure whether it's because they want to get on one of these shows or streams or whatever you want to call them. But
but then road rage is a real thing, isn't it? So yeah.
I mean, I accept, people do stupid things, and okay, the sensible, the ones that are like, okay, that was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But there are some where, and for the drivers in the chat that, you've been in a strange place, you're not used to driving, and okay, you might not be going as quick as or you're trying to look for an address or whatever, and you can see that, as a driver of many years, I can see that they're probably trying to look for somewhere, or they're in a new area, or or they're not sure where they're going or whatever. We've all done it, but the person that's filming it is like, and all the rest of it. And you just think, grow up. And I just want to slap most of them. But just my opinion.
Stephen says, I have to step back to be able to focus, but what gets me is that someone then comes in front of me and blocks my view. Yeah, that happens. Like, you're not looking. However, if you're ever in my Tesco, Stephen, and you step back and I nearly hit you, then you can be offended. All right, if you want. Just saying.
I'll tell you what, Stephen, you never open your eyes when you drive. Go to Leicester. By Christ.
Why does that instant anger when I get cross? But I know that 5 minutes down the road, not really the same silly thing myself. Right, where was I? It says, which of us is more likely to leave anonymous troll comments on social media? I'd like to say none of us.
Oh no, I'd leave troll comments, but I'd make sure they knew who it was.
Yeah, because if I'm taking the piss, right, I'm only taking the piss as in jest and banter, like with people I know. But to be like a troll, an actual troll, where you're actually being a heartless twat, then, well, you are a heartless twat essentially. Then,
Thanks.
if you need to be anonymous for it, then then there's something wrong with you. Do you know what I mean?
If you haven't got, pardon the French, but if you haven't got the balls to say it, don't say it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. If you haven't got, if you can't stand by it, put your name by it, don't type it.
Yeah. Have you seen those YouTube auditors? They stick the camera in your face and cause an argument to get video footage. No, I'm saying that. Yeah, leaving sarcastic comments or whatever. If you're in a conversation with someone, whatever, fine. But just to be a troll is a knobhead.
I have, well, as you know, I have a Facebook group, and the amount of times that people will just leave nasty or sarcastic comments on somebody selling something.
Yeah.
And you're like, if it's not for you, just scroll on. It's not complicated.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. It's just an opportunity to be nasty because they're behind the keyboard.
Which of us is more likely to receive a noise complaint from a neighbour?
You.
Yeah, your neighbours don't even know you're there.
Well, yeah.
Which of us is more likely to leave their Christmas decorations up all year?
Nah. I don't like Christmas decorations up at Christmas. I'm not going to leave them up all year.
Yeah, same, Stephen. It's beyond me, like how they can lie, like then they'll use whatever against her, exaggerate it, lie, and and make it something it isn't, and then expect people to not be upset by that. And because you put yourself on YouTube, then you shouldn't be upset. You've got to expect this shit. Well, that's just bollocks, though. Do you know what I mean? And what gets me, the biggest thing that gets me is the weight loss thing, because you can clearly see that she's lost weight. You can clearly see she has lost 7.5 stone. Like, there's no disputing it. But yet they'll say she's lying. Doesn't make sense. It, honest to God, doesn't make sense.
But you're trying to make sense out of people that don't want to make sense. They just want to be nasty. That's the thing.
Yeah, like I just don't understand why. What I can't get my head around is when someone annoys you, why you go and watch it. Like there's people on YouTube that I'm not a fan of, but I don't go and watch it and then bitch about it. I just don't watch it because that's just a waste of my life. You know what I mean?
Why would you waste 5-10 minutes watching people's videos week
Yeah,
after
but and even if you do watch it a little bit just to see what's happening or whatever, to then actually transfer that and to make it into a comment and to be like literally be a bully and an arsehole and a twat, then like that doesn't make sense to me. Like to me, what is wrong in your life like that you behave that way? There's like something seriously wrong in your life that affects people. Like look at what's happened to like many people because of the way other people have behaved, and when it's happening to you, you know, I've had the odd comments, but and in the most part, um, I just like, you know, like sort of what's it called? By the by, like it just let it go. And to be honest, if anyone calls me fat, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. If the amount of people that like, I mean, I would probably be get like, oh my god, thanks for telling us, I didn't realize, just to make a fucking joke of it, because to me it doesn't actually bother us, but to have like, you know, lies being told and stuff that's made up and whatever, that's really hard. And like the it annoys me that it's allowed. You know what I mean? How that can be allowed is beyond me. Like it really is.
Well, A, as a website, and B, you know, I don't even know there's any moderators on the site. There clearly can't be, you know, because they just want to allow the drama,
Yeah.
you know, so
Well,
that people
I
like
mean,
us talk
I
about it
mean,
in chats, and it's advertisement for them.
like, you know, we're a society. We don't all, you know, we're not gonna like everyone's not gonna like everyone. That's the thing, right?
Hmm.
But and I'm not gonna say that we've not all probably spoke about someone to someone else or whatever.
Yeah,
However,
but that's
that's
between two people.
yeah, that's between two people, and that's one thing. But to then take that and then put it on the thing for everyone to see, and also, you know, spreading lies and stuff, and and being hateful and hurtful, that's totally different. It I do agree with Jordan a bit, and it's got to be jealousy, because what else can it be?
Hmm.
It's either evil, which it is,
Hmm.
or there's like a jealous thing to it. Like, what else can it be? Because
I mean,
I always used to say something. It's like one of the things I used to say is like, don't don't say no unless your life's perfect. You know what I mean? If you're perfect in every way,
yeah,
but no one is.
no,
No one is.
no.
But then to lie on top of that and to just be an asshole just to do that, I can't, I just never can get my head around it. It really bugs me.
Anyway, stop
I
talking
mean,
about Cornish is here.
it just seems to be that when anyone becomes popular, that's what happens.
Hmm.
And I can understand that you might, you know, you can change your mind on who you like, who you watch, whatever.
Hmm.
Two people do with me. That's fine. That's people's choice, isn't it?
I mean, it happens in celebrity world, doesn't it? You know,
Hi,
you know,
Sylvia.
somebody will be in you know, a TV series and whatever it may be, and you know, 3 months
Yeah.
down the line, you know, the press are saying, "Oh, look at so and so and so and so, she's put on weight," or "Look at him, you know, he's looking thin," or you know, and it's just this culture of criticism, which to me is wrong, particularly in the Tattle way. How that site is allowed to run, I don't get. I just, you know, blows my mind really. But no need for nastiness. If I win the lottery, one of the things I spend money on is hurting them. Yeah, sorry, hunting them down and exposing them. Yeah.
Yeah, they should be exposed for what they're right. They should
Hmm.
be allowed to do do it. Um, because I tell you what, none of them would write then, would they? If it
No.
had, if everything they wrote came up on their newsfeed on Facebook, can you imagine?
Hmm.
Would you be happy enough to show this to your friends and family and the people on Facebook or whatever, and your kids and whatever? You know, because I'm assuming some of them have kids and whatnot.
Hmm.
Like, I'm sure they wouldn't.
Hmm.
When I first heard from tattle from someone, I thought they made tattle and I was made up for them. Been to too many Dita Von T's already, isn't it?
One sec.
Well, you would think so, Paula, but they got away with it. They got away with it. Yeah. Most would never dare to say. Exactly, they wouldn't, and that's the thing. Hi, Shaz. I didn't know if Shaz. Are you popping on? I don't know where. I can see people saying hi to you, but I can't see you. That's good of it. I'm assuming you're there somewhere. Yeah, it's beyond ridiculous. Beyond ridiculous. It is hate crime and harassment, but I think they covered. Oh, you're right at the minute, Nepal Sharon. But I think they're covered by freedom of speech. Yeah, but surely that's a step too far. Some of the things that's been on there, being said on them sites, you know, it's got to be like a step too far. Do you mean blueberry? Just what do you want? I'm not clearing my bed. I'm sorry. I love you and all that, but it's absolutely choco with stuff, so I can't. So I'll just have to love you from here, alright? Is that alright? Go lie down. No? But Jasper, look. It's covered in mess. Sorry about the coughing, people.
Back in the room.
I'm getting stared at by Jasper because I think he thinks that I should move all the crap so that he can get on the bed.
Jasper. Jasper.
He's leaving the room in disgust.
Yeah. You're getting that look, aren't you? Yeah.
Well, he did it from all around the room. He was just like that. All right, maybe wasn't that like look, but still. Oh my god. Which of us is more likely to break the law if we knew we could get away with it?
Me.
Hi, Pete. I don't know if I said Pete. Do you think? Yeah, I probably wouldn't. Because even if I knew I would get away with it, I'd still stress about it. Like if I could rob a bank or something and no one would ever know it was me, and whatever, I still couldn't do it because I'd still be like, that would just damage my brain. When I work in retail, there was some nasty customers I used to be nice to them. It annoys them even more. Just say thank you until that you like that coat or something. Next time someone says to me, "Oh, you fat bitch," I'm going to say, "Thank you. You're an average build." You know, that just popped in my head and thought it would be good.
Yeah, go with that.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. You're very skinny. I don't know. Robo bitch would make a great getaway. She wouldn't though. I need a turbo boost. Otherwise, like We had oldie biddies that become pastors. Get like,
or is that the kind of, I can't think what the word is. You know, would anybody suspect you just tooting along? You know what I mean?
yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
They're
and I could just
they're
hide
looking for.
under my poncho because everything goes under my poncho, right? Just hide under the poncho. No one
You know,
would know.
they're looking
That's
for four lads in a Subaru when in reality you're just tooting along with your poncho with all the money underneath.
Yeah. Till I crash on the lamppost and then all of the pounds, the £20 notes just fly away.
I wasn't going to say it.
If your response to a nasty rude person is to be nice and polite, then it makes them feel bad and make them think about what they've done. Well, in theory, anyway. I wouldn't say that works for everybody, but I get what you're saying. They've got no comeback on that, I suppose. If you respond, in the same manner, they'll just come back with something else. So I understand in that sense. I watched, I don't know which comedian it was.
I don't know.
Can't remember which comedian it was, but one of the comedians, like, when he got jumped in that, like, he just acted more weird than they did. Like, by saying he was gonna get oh my god, we're really gonna get like abducted by aliens and whatever. So they just left him because he was like, they thought he was really like loopy. When someone was rude to me, I did say thank you. It must have taken a lot of courage to say something that personal to a stranger. Weird, isn't it? It wouldn't be nice to a mugger. That's what I have inside my coat pocket. Feel free. Right, what else is these questions? Which of us is more likely to wear an offensive Halloween costume?
I wear mine all year round with my mask.
Yeah. Sorry, people.
You have to apologise for coughing.
Yeah. I suppose like offensive would probably be like Jimmy Savile or something, wouldn't it? Or that sort of thing.
5 years I wrote to him. Anyway, go on.
Hi, Hydran.
Oh, sorry, Fauna. Can you hear me? It's
considered offensive because different people. It tends to be people getting offended on behalf of someone, isn't it? That kind of thing.
Yeah. Do you ever hear a line in a film? You know, somebody's nasty to somebody else.
Aye.
and that person gives a really good
comeback.
Really good comeback, and you think, I must remember that, and you
never do.
Never do you?
Stephen gets offended when someone wears a black bin bag and thinks it's a Halloween costume. Hey, I loved my black bin bag Halloween costumes when I was a kid. I used to get silver foil and then cut out stars and stuff and then stick them on, moons, and yeah. Yeah, I'm not too bad. This is me better than I was, to be fair. I don't feel too poorly at myself, essentially. Like I did, because it was affecting my ears and my throat and everything. But like now, it's not all sorts of that.
You should have heard the language she used when she rung me and told me that I better get on the stream with her. You better get on the stream or else, she said, words to that effect.
That's what I always do. It's 2 seconds.
Okay. 1, 2. You're late. Yes, we did miss her on Tuesday. Both streams. Because I think she was doing one in the daytime as well with Heather. But obviously she just wasn't up to it, so yeah. So what's everybody doing for their Sunday? I have something again in. I'm waiting for some eye surgery, Chris. One that will take place at the end of April, one that should take place around about the end of May, and obviously a bit of recovery. So probably June, July time I'll be looking. I'm still looking now, keeping my eye about what's going on. But you know, yeah, all good fun. Yeah, we shall keep you posted. I've seen a lovely one actually. It's a little bit more than I wanted to spend, but it's in the grounds of a place called Melliston, and it's like if you imagine a big country house, it's got gatehouses.
House in the country.
And
Sorry.
that's right. And there's 4 gatehouses, and one of them is available. But it's just a bit too soon for me at the minute. So, and I could move and start the pursuit, but I just don't want to go through all the faff again. I'm in the system now for getting my eyes done, so it's better to get it done and get out of the way, really. But yes, Fauna, we will. To be honest, once I get sorted with my eyes and stuff and back driving, there's a few people I go and see, including some dodgy woman in the north, Sunderland. So yeah. And probably some others. But yes, Fauna, yeah, catch up for a brew. We'll have to get stall up for a brew to Betty's. Maybe the house, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
I just want to get moved. I think it's nice to move in the summer as well, particularly where I want to be. So, yeah, get on with things really. But I'm a bit in limbo at the moment with various things. But we'll get there. It'll happen when it's meant to happen, and things happen for a reason, and all the other analogies. But yeah. And obviously I want to go to Sunderland to see Jasper and, and all that. Oh, and Lainey, I suppose, as well,
Yeah, I'd come to see Jasper too.
Yeah. I mean, if I go down south, I'll go and see Jeff and the other 2, whatever they're called. And then Matt Might bob over and see Cookie, and the other two, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Um,
You missed Sharon's dig. It was funny.
no, I didn't. I ignored it.
But she's right, those things come back as a shite.
Oh, I agree completely. Yeah. Tell you what, she messages me at 5:30 in the morning, and again she'll get more than a comeback. I'll tell you.
That's why was she drunk?
Probably. Normally, 99.9% of the time, I silence my phone at night. On that particular night, the neighbours have been fairly vocal till about 3 o'clock in the morning. And as I said to you before, the builders are with us at 8, so I've got like a 5-hour window to get some sleep. And flipping Sharon messaged her. I'll tell you what, she did in a neighbourhood, I dragged her around the car park.
Oh, is that when she was saying it was get sunny and shit?
Yeah. All cheerful and sunny and all the rest of it. Yeah, super. Yeah. So the 5 hours that I had turned into about 2 hours. So yeah. 2 things you don't take off me: chocolate and sleep. Have anything else? Money, anything. I don't care. And don't wake me up unless you're dead or you're on fire or both.
I'm off to Spain in 2 weeks' time. Don't want the effort of getting there, but do want to be there.
Yeah.
Take some really strong drugs, right, to go, and then you'll not realise you'll just appear. You'll think it was magic.
Ilkley Moor. I'm walking over there many times. Ilkley Moor. Thorn has come in Ilkley.
Okay. Can't see. Maybe just me behind.
Selby, North Yorkshire. Yeah, 19. You stop with a mate then. Yeah, the train track. Well, not on the train track, obviously, that would be a bit silly, but yeah. Clothes? Quite sure where Fauna's questioning clothes.
I know.
But yeah, so hopefully things will get moving in the summer. Just a limbo time between now and then.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey.
No, I've just read it as well. And Uncle Jeff too. His ship got sunk by the Bismarck.
Yeah, Bismarck.
And he was counted as dead. He turned up 5 years later living in South Africa with no memory. Wow.
A coma with the shrapnel in his head.
He said you could take off anything except sleep and chocolate, so clothes are okay. That's what she said.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
Service grows.
Take anything you like. Just don't take me sleep or my chocolate, otherwise we'll fall out.
He had a weird comb over to hide the shrapnel on his scalp. Strange. And he didn't even wonder where he got that from. Like, strange, isn't it?
Say what used to drive me mad as well. My dad, my mum would make 2 brews. Oh, my dad would make 2 brews or whatever. I'm talking men like you in, I don't know, teens or whatever I was probably. My dad would finish his brew and think it was all right to start yours. Well, I've had mine, and
well, that's not fair.
Yeah, Mel hasn't eaten any chocolate all year. Well, since the new year. By God, if I didn't eat chocolate, I'd have somebody by the throat by now.
Oh, I can't reach.
Or dangling them over a balcony. Not it's the first time I've dangled somebody over a balcony since I've been here, but that's another story.
Yeah, you've got
Somebody else who stole my sleep, incidentally. Yeah.
I never drank for a whole year. Never had any alcohol for a whole year. I can do that, and that would be like easy, but like, yeah, chocolate, no. But Susan did that where she didn't have anything sweet around for years. Actually, for a couple of years, she did it. Yeah.
I've had chocolate for, I don't know, nearly 6 hours now. I'm taking one day at a time.
It's been about a week for me. No, I had a cream egg. What day was it when we chatted before? And I had a cream egg. I can't remember what that day was.
I remember.
It's the middle of the week, I think.
Mm.
Something like that, anyway.
Don't read Thorner's comment. It's not worth reading. Don't read it, okay?
Okay, I'm not reading it.
It'll only
What
upset
on
you.
the screen like? I think I read it anyway. Smarty eggs, yeah. He's in after 8 minutes and Jeez, you people.
After 8. Ugh. You can have them all. Can't stand them.
I like cream eggs still, though.
Yeah. Yarp.
Yarp a darp.
See, there's the thing. I like white chocolate.
You cannot lie.
Well, yes, that's kind of not the point. I like white chocolate and I like milk chocolate. But this new Cadbury's cream egg has got both in, apparently, or the one that's supposed to be worth lots of money or something. I don't fancy white chocolate and milk chocolate together. That's just a bit wrong. Night, Paula.
Good night, Paula. There's another Wonka film.
Who is it?
Who's Wonka this time? Who's a Wonka this time?
I think there's a few Wonkas that could play it. Can't think of his name. Who's the guy that did it last time? I can see him, but I can't think of his name.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
I felt like it, to be honest. I started the year trying to be healthy and cut it out, and now I don't even seem to want it. Well, would you be able to do that? What have you ever done that with alcohol, Mel? Like, I just sometimes wonder, like, everybody's like things different in it. Like a lot of people like a glass of wine on a night or whatever. Some people like a bar of chocolate.
To be honest, I could, if somebody said to me you couldn't drink for a year, it wouldn't probably bother me. To be honest, the amount I drink.
Yeah. I don't know if I think as soon as someone says you can't do it, it's sort of weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I did go a whole year. I went one Christmas day till the next Christmas day, and didn't have any alcohol. Didn't have any fizzy pop for 6 months as well. In that time, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a prequel, so a young Wonka. Ah.
Tell you what I did watch. I know I've mentioned this before, but it was on Catch Up, which was Morecambe and Wise when they started up. They did like a. It was only
Yeah.
there's only 1 or 2 episodes, but it was really good.
Nightmare.
It was really good.
I had much alcohol this year. I really cut back on alcohol. That's really good, Mal. If you can cut out sugar, then eventually the craving goes away and the thought of anything sweet isn't appealing. I can imagine that's true, but I think for me, as soon as I cut anything out, if I stop it, I just want it more. And I know a lot of people are like, if they start something and they can't stop. So, like, they don't, if you know what I mean. So, like, but, yeah. Like, if I bought a multi pack of something and it was there, I would eat it because it's there, right? Doesn't matter, like, what. I've, like, literally bought multi packs and then I've took one out and flung it away from the bed so I can't get it. Now that's like that, but like, it's the only way to stop me from eating them out. So,
I think, particularly at the moment, or during COVID or the rest of it, it's kind of a bit of I don't know, an unnecessary baby, but it's a bit of a treat with kind of like, and yeah, I suppose that can be used in it can be an excuse. It's just a bit of something nice, isn't it? Really, as long as you're not going daft with it.
right, yeah.
I mean, I technically shouldn't be having much of it anyway.
It's a moderation thing, isn't it? Like, you could literally have a Mars bar a day and it wouldn't hurt you as long as you were having plenty of fresh fruit, veg, fish, and other varied diet things. You know what I mean? Or you could have a piece of cake every day; it wouldn't hurt you as long as you were doing and you were staying within a calorie limit. If you were having a whole cake every day, then yeah, that's a different thing.
It amuses me when people say, oh, I had a not a fried breakfast, but I had a big breakfast, and I did, and I had this chocolate, and I had this mousse, and I had this, I had these chips or whatever, and they had all the bad stuff all day, and then say, oh well, but I'm all right because I'm still within my 2,000 calories. And that's not how it works. You need the good stuff in there as well. It's not just a case of.
I get that, but the thing is, you can diet that way.
It's not
You
ideal.
could use all your calories on McDonald's if you wanted to. No, it's not ideal because obviously that's the problem, isn't it? That's the thing. I can do a moderation if I don't. Um, I can do moderation if I don't buy multi packs. I used to buy multi packs. If I had multi packs, I will eat 2 or 3 at a time. In fact, I've had a whole 24 pack of crisps before, like in one go, like just straight after the other. And then a whole pack of biscuits, and then some chocolate, and then cakes and whatever. Whereas, like, now, if I'm going to treat myself, if I fancy something sweet, I buy one of, so that I can have that one thing. I don't feel guilty, but I also try and tell myself that, like, you don't really want one. If you want one tomorrow, you can have one, and you can guarantee that 80-90% of the time I've forgotten what it was. It was just that it was in my head at that sort of thing. I agree that the multi packs are much cheaper. However, if you're eating them all, you're buying another multi pack. It doesn't work out the same. Whereas, like, if I buy a bag of crisps, but but then I only have a bag of crisps. Where if like if I'm buying a multi-pack and then I'm eating all the bags of crisps, it works out more expensive, essentially. So
I mean,
yeah,
I can do without sweet stuff, you know. I can do without sweet stuff, but I tend to replace things, and you know, one of my worst, and I know myself, and I've had the conversation with somebody else that one of my worst is bread. You know,
yeah,
bread easily for me. You know, you have 2 or 3 for breakfast. You know, you have some for lunch, some for tea, and then sandwich before late on. You know, and it's like it just mounts up. But yeah, it's
it's a funny thing because yeah,
I mean, my relationship with food has always been,
mine's terrible.
hey,
I said mine's terrible.
Yeah, mine. I mean, mine had
It's
to be good. Mine had
it's
to be good at one point, and I had to watch everything I ate. But at that time, I was, there was a lot of physical exercise. I was burning stuff off,
yeah,
and I could get away with having, a chocolate bar or a piece of cake or whatever,
yeah,
Whereas now, obviously, my my exercise and all that has just gone completely out the window. I mean, it's like I was saying to somebody earlier. We get online shopping now, so I don't go out. Not all the time, but unless I'm going out to post, particularly during COVID, unless I'm going out to post, I don't go out.
yeah.
And that's only, I have 4-day post on mine, and every 4 days, whatever. And again, if that falls over a weekend, it's a bit longer. Which,
yeah.
Or I get stuff collected by courier if it's worth it. If it's a big parcel of it, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's we just get used to now with the age we live in, everything being delivered to our door. Amazon Prime, eBay, home shopping, whatever it may be.
It's really easy, isn't it?
And sometimes, and I'm sure you've done the same yourself, and I'm sure others in the chat have, you go online, you order your shopping from whatever supermarket you use, and I'll just treat myself to that, and they're on offer, I'll get them as well. And you get to your shopping, you get your shopping delivered, and you think, oh god, I wouldn't have got that and that, and I shouldn't have got that. But of course, they get eaten, and it's whatever. Yeah. But yeah, but
I think the thing is apart from like the emotional thing and the feeling that I always got from food, in the sense of, I used it to calm myself down when things were stressful. When I was a kid, and things were stressful. So like the first time like when my nana died, the first time I saw my dad cry, essentially, and I remember, like, I just remember having this like feeling that was around the house, and you know what I mean, and it was horrible, and I couldn't control it, and that's what I did. I started to take food, and I would take a biscuit or a piece of bread or something, and then go and hide in the toilet, and then slowly eat it, and calm myself down. And I started doing that when I was 10. Obviously, I wasn't aware of the effect it was having and what was happening, or that I was trying to find something to control, and that the food, so that things calmed down, and that's how things started. I think also it became obviously a habit that you continue every time things happen and bigger things and whatever, that I need food to calm myself down. and then going from that, it also became as a reward. So like get in from work, get the kids bathed in bed, sorted, and I wouldn't eat with them because my sister fed them. Um, so I would pick them up from my sisters. You know what I mean? Spend a couple hours with them, put them to bed, and then do uniform, prepare for the next day, whatever, and then make a big meal. To then sit in front of the telly and for enjoyment. You know what I mean? And that's what it was really.
Yeah. I mean, again, going back to the exercise thing, particularly with these nicer days that we've had, I'd like to, part of me wants to get out.
Yeah.
But part of me, because of anxiety issues and other stuff going on, I'd rather go into a gym, stick my headphones on, and not have less people kind of see me, if you like, for a better expression. I just be in my own world on the treadmill. I'm not doing any marathons. I'm not, and all that. It's just my own space, headphones on in my own world, and I'd rather do that than walking along the streets, with people and in parks and all the rest of it. And I'd just rather do that. And I know gyms aren't for everybody. I know people that would never go to a gym or near a gym, but that's what I'd rather do that now, how I feel, I am now, than doing it that way. But everybody's different, aren't they?
I think it's that sort of thing. Like, exercise itself has very little effect on your calorie burn unless you're unless you're a major athlete type of thing. However, and I always used to, gym, like, still a swear word to me, to be fair. However, but partly because I can understand in your point of view, in the sense of like, because you feel like more safe in that environment rather than being outside. But in the most part, I always think, well, you're missing the enjoyment of being outside. Could you not like go to somewhere more remote and then do a walk around that area? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But also, exercise and being out in the fresh air is much more about your mental health to me. Like, I never used to think that before. So, running for the bus was an effort type of thing. But now, I'd love to go swimming again. And I was always horrified of swimming just because, I hated how I looked and whatever at the time. But now I'd love to go swimming and wheelchair dancing or something. I don't know. Wheelchair dancing's a thing, but it should be.
Synchronized.
Synchronized wheelchair dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'd be a sport of it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to like swimming as a kid. It's not something that I think. For me, it was more of a fun thing rather than getting a lane and swim 300 laps or lengths or whatever.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy the benefit of swimming. But like you, I anxiety-wise, I couldn't do that at the minute.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I appreciate what you're saying about going outside and all the rest of it and the benefits. But for me, mentally, I'd get far more enjoyment.
But if you had a car, right, and you could drive to a lake or something a bit further out that isn't populated type of thing, that you might see the odd person, but in the most part you wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? So, or like walking through the woods or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like something like that.
I'd be too worried. I need it. Well, yeah. I suppose you're in the woods, you need a pee, it's not too bad, but
Yeah, there's always a tree available. I sweat so profusely, I hate it. That's why I like swimming, because it doesn't matter then. That's true, doesn't?
And that's the other thing about going to the gym. You know, I can do me. Yeah, no worries. I can do my time on the treadmill or the row machine or whatever. I can't do the cycling machines because of an knee injury. But to do those, to do the treadmill or the rower or whatever, and then for whatever period of time, just go and get in the shower at the gym, and you sort it then, aren't you? Whereas you're out walking, you walk in, you can in the gym you can stop whenever you want, then you haven't got to walk back, and that takes longer than whatever, and then you just get a shower.
Yeah, that could be something you could build up to, I suppose, eventually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you've built up some strength.
Yeah. I love the rower. I love the rower and the treadmill, to be honest. They're probably my two favourites.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't do the bikes. I suppose if I was with somebody, I don't know whether if I was to go on a walk with somebody around a lake or something like that, then I suppose that's different.
Yeah, that would be good.
But yeah, just knowing somebody that lives near a lake. That's what I need to find. Somebody near a lake.
I've got a pond.
It's a pond to do, yeah.
Yeah.
I could start at a pond and work up, yeah.
I hate doing anything physical. Yeah, and Mel hates the gym as well. Yeah, I'm the same in that sense. But like, I've always loved dancing about. You know what I mean? And I think that's something you can do if you're doing well, I used to do it with the housework, It always made it easier. Stick the housework on just while, Tina Turner's blasting or whatever. And you know what I mean?
Oh, I'm going walker. I'm going walker. No, I'm not. I'm going walking even with Fauna around the lake, apparently.
All right.
Yeah, but the trouble is, Fauna, I'd want you to make some fudge for the gem.
No, that's not allowed. Yeah, someone should drown him in the lake, though. That's a different thing.
I noticed, I don't know whether you saw it, I think it was Facebook. In dog walking parks, somebody got one of them metal containers and put a sign out saying Putin, as in,
Oh, a Putin.
Putin, yeah. That was quite clever.
Some people is quite clever, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Some people have ideas and things.
Really? How very clever of them.
Yes. Oh, we're going round Roundhay Park now. Blimey, O'Reilly. Fauna's got me on a fitness regime. What's going on here?
Yes, I love dancing. These days I don't have the strength or stamina to last a whole song. But I mean, I know, but it depends, if you're doing a full-on, John Travolta sort of thing, I guess that would work. But yeah, but even still,
dancing.
Do half a song, sit down, do another half a song. You know what I mean?
Just do the chorus.
Yeah, do the chorus. Get a long one, like And what's a long chorus?
I don't know.
Bohemian Rhapsody's probably got a long chorus. Dancing doing housework puts me in the scene of Mrs. Doubtfire and mine. Yeah, and why not? It's a good thing. It's a good way to do it. I only go for a walk because my neighbours suggested. I live near the sea, in Poole and Poole Park, so I have no excuse. But I'm pleased you get out, Chrissy. Ah, Queen, see? Yeah. I do a 2 mile walk with a friend every weekday, but I have to use my bike for support. There's nothing wrong with that if you need the support, you know what I mean? At least you're doing it. Hello, Nicholas. How are you?
Is it the old Eggman?
Aye. Yeah, don't do what Fauna did when she's doing her dancing. Get all enthused, slid across the wood floor in her socks, and slammed her leg into the old coffee table.
Ouch.
I used to get the brush, and obviously it was my microphone, the brush, and then it was me like, jamboree thing where I used to spin it in the middle of it. Or is it like jamboree? Is it jamboree?
Jamboree? I don't know.
Where you like spin it in your hands? Like
Oh,
a
the
long
mace.
stick
The
or a
mace,
bat.
isn't it? The
Huh?
mace. Isn't it mace? I don't know.
I don't know, where they all wear like outfits and then they're like a band, but then a lot of them spin sticks.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. I can't think
You
of
know
the
what I
word.
mean? That aye. That.
Yeah. That, yeah.
Nick's still annoyed at his egg disaster.
Oh, I don't know. Crap me up.
I don't know. Thanks, Dal. At least somebody knows what I mean. Not many people do, but at least you do.
Yeah, the twirly things. They do it a lot. They do it
Yeah,
a lot in the States, don't they?
yeah. I was going to say cadets, but it's not cadets, is it? It's going to bug me now.
Google is your friend.
Yeah, but I don't even know what. Who are them people that spinny sticks thing?
I should. Yeah.
Bat and twirl and thingy. Majorettes. Thank you, Stephen. Majorettes. Yes. Yeah, still a little bit rough. No, no, not as bad as I was, but still a bit rough. The worst thing is my cough gets worse on the night and on the morning. Later on the night, as I'm trying to go to sleep, especially, but like later on in the day, it always gets worse. And in the morning, like when I cough up a lung. Having said that, the last 2 mornings I haven't coughed up a lung as such, just a bit, and I haven't got to the point where I've coughed that much that I'm retching. Do you know what I mean? So that's not so bad, is it? 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. So you coming on, Mr. Nick? She used to do fire buttons. That's nothing to do with the cooking, I'm guessing. It's just, part of the show. You coming on all to say hello? Yeah, I think she's had a bit of that, Donna. I think we all have at some point this last few weeks.
It does get worse for that later down, apart from I don't really lay flat anyway, never have. But it's just even like this, just this, you know what I mean? But no, it's not the sea bug. I've had that twice. It's well, it was tonsillitis and a chest infection, But it just seems the lager end of a chest infection is taking a while. Oh, my throat's not sore anymore. My glands are not sore anymore. My ears don't hurt anymore. Andrea was a majorette who used to do fire bands. Wow, that's like scary, isn't it? Scary. Isn't that a scene from Catherine Tato where she does back and twirling? Probably. She does all sorts of weird stuff, doesn't she?
I must admit, I don't fancy that new film of hers, the Nan thing. Just looks a bit pants to me.
Like, I think in the program itself, she was old and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
you believed it, kind of thing. Whereas now, in this film, the way it looks, you don't believe it.
yeah.
At least happening.
Yeah, go on, we'll let you in. Seems as though it's you. Put my crash helmet back on in case he brings the eggs out.
Stephen's looking forward to Andrea's majorette twirling fire buttons. Andrea and her fire drugs.
Oh, fire drugs.
Fire drugs. Fire drugs.
Fire drugs.
Jugs.
This channel would like to point out that Andrea is not selling drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right. Oh.
You saw Andrea live, and she was very good. Was that? I think she meant Catherine Tate, but we'll pretend it's Andrea and her fire drugs.
Yeah.
Fire drugs. I'm still saying drugs.
Yeah.
You
associate Andrea with your drugs? Night, Chris.
Night, Chris.
Well, she's got to have a few drugs to put up with, you know who, Oh,
hello, egg juggler.
Hello. Just seeing if my mic is on. Can you hear me?
No, we can't hear you.
Yes, you can.
Is that what Carla and Lex went to see? Yeah, Dieter von Andrea.
Do you?
Or Andrea von Tees.
Tees.
Yeah, that's a better.
Oh, that's her weekend name.
Yeah, was it? All right.
A weekend name.
Yeah. So how are you feeling, Lainey? You still rough?
Yeah. Yeah, right. Ian rang us earlier on, and I'd been debating whether to do this live. I was like, shall I not? And then I said, if you come over us, I'll get on for a bit, see how I do.
He said, I'll come on for an hour. 2 hours and 23 minutes later.
It's always the way.
What happened to your eggs? I'm sure he doesn't want to talk about his eggs.
No, come on, we all want to giggle. I mean, to support you and
I'd almost put it out of my mind. I was cooking for sometimes for lunch, depends what time I get up. I like to have poached eggs. I like them a lot. I cooked 4 poached eggs on toast. And then I got a little tray thing to go and sit and watch the news over lunch, with my dinner. And I put them on the tray thing, and I put it on all wonky, and it just slid off. And it went all up the kitchen cabinet, all over the floor, and I do them runny, so the yolks went everywhere. I was so pissed off.
He's not a very good egg juggler.
No, I failed at egg juggling.
Yeah.
And then I had to cook it all again because I still hadn't had lunch. It's nothing worse than cooking the same meal again.
Yeah, does it take away your enjoyment?
A little bit, yeah. So that was my egg juggling.
We've done talking about food again, and I can't eat, so
To be fair, I did say I was sorry, and how awful it was. before I laughed at you.
Well,
No,
I
I
was
man,
think-
sympathetic first.
I think you laughed first, and then
you did a whole lot of laughing, and then went,
Yeah.
"Oh, what a shame," or something.
I said
Yeah.
sorry, not sorry.
Because you thought you had to, but what you really thought was, "That's brilliant! What a plonker!"
Yeah, but to be fair, roles reversed.
Oh God, yeah, I'd have laughed my head off.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
did Jeff get the spoils?
No. I cleared it all up.
I'm
And
sure
it
he
all
would have
went-
licked the units for you. He's good at it.
Yeah.
He probably would have done. I didn't actually think of that at the time.
Saved you
I,
cleaning.
I didn't want Jeff having
put him to
4 eggs.
work.
I mean, imagine the mess that had come out of a dog if you fed him 4 eggs.
It's probably not good.
To be fair, he's probably sat around the corner doing a Muttley.
Yeah, just laughing at me. Thinking, oh, I have to live with this idiot.
Have you been out today?
Yeah, we took Jeff for a long walk in the woods. He was off the lead the whole time, virtually. He loved it. Totally. We took bits of video and photos, which will appear on his Instagram over the next few days. He was loving life.
Good. So he should.
So we just for dinner, I had a poached egg on top of a piece of black pudding and on a slice of bacon topped with mustard sauce. It was yummy.
Oh.
Was that a starter?
Everyone to Furness for tea tomorrow.
Wow. See, I'm not sure about the black pudding. I've not had it for ages.
No,
I have eaten it. I'm not sure. Jury's out on that for me.
I like it.
I
I wouldn't say that I love it or anything. I wouldn't like have it every time or whatever, but I do like it. But I mean, I didn't know what it was when I first had it.
Yeah. Oh, we've got people coming around to value the house. I don't know if I told you.
Oh, you did mention. Well, you said you were going to anyway.
Yeah, we've got 3 different agents coming in next week, Wednesday and Thursday. We're trying to go and visit a house on Tuesday, actually. Or I'll have to share what it is. It's flipping amazing. Oh, I don't want to jinx it, but it might be the one.
I was saying here earlier, there's in fact I might have said it. There's one that's a place called Melliston, and it's right at it's one of the gatehouses to a big country house. Very nice. Yeah, it's quite like that. But
So where's that near then? We're in Scotland, right?
It's Scotland. Yeah. It's about Kelso area, south of Edinburgh.
That helps. Okay,
South of Edinburgh. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what's that in a little 2-bed place? Or?
2-bed, yeah, 2-bed bungalow, big lounge, open fire. Yeah.
Stone built thing.
Stone built, yeah. They've there's like a big lawn. Well, there's a lawn at the back, but because it's part of the estate, the lawns are all done by, Mr. Melliston.
Yeah, by his grounds people.
Yes.
That would be nice.
Yeah, it's just that little bit too early. Although we've had a bit of movement in certain sectors that But now, now the holdup is my eyes. But I might swings and roundabouts. If it's there when I'm ready, it was meant to be. If it's not, then obviously it wasn't meant to be, and something else will come along.
Exactly. And that's what we're having to say about this next one. We're trying to book a viewing in. If this one doesn't come off, there'll be another one. But this one's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
If this is what we think it is and it's as nice as it looks. Because it's got a completely separate, completely self-contained annex, which is amazing. And will be
Is
perfect.
that the one that you showed us that you said was sold?
No, I don't think
No,
we
this is
shared.
a different one.
Anyway, forget all that. Is there a workshop?
No. No, there isn't a massive workshop like that. I'm not.
Does that mean you've got to build you one?
Specifically looking for stuff so that you don't have one to live in.
Yeah, it has an amazing. Yeah, what this has in spades is this awesome thing. I mean, because we want to set up a holiday let, that's the plan, right? But it does lack a bit in storage for the business, but we could add that.
Wait, just build it, can't you? They're not complicated to build.
No.
Stephen said, would you consider using purple bricks while you market it yourself?
Possibly, but I think we're going to use a local agent because they have people on the books looking for houses exactly like this.
Yeah.
I don't think selling it's going to be difficult. We could go with purple bricks and save some money. I don't know. Jury's out. We're going to get the 3 local agents in to get a decent valuation and then make the decision. But he was talking about a 1% fee, which is what it is. It's a lot of money when you work it out, but
1% doesn't sound a lot when you think of a one, but when you
actually... No, it doesn't sound a lot. And then you think, oh, actually.
yeah.
We'll have to have a Goodbye Hitchin meetup. Oh, wow. We were talking about when we do move, it's not an if, it's a when now. We'd probably come back and have meetups here, and we'd just, like, Lex and Carla rented that house in Hitchin. Just do that, then join in the fun.
Yeah, it may make sense.
Because
all your neighbours would get like, whoa, the left, and then they get, oh shit, the back.
Back here.
Yeah.
Oh, we thought we got rid of these stupid party things. Now look what happened.
Yeah. He's cleaned his windows. We thought he got rid of him.
Right, you should just have them in Sunderland, and then I can come. Innit?
Yeah.
Well, that's
it's like miles away from everybody. I know it's pretty much, well, it's not miles away from everybody, but everyone in the south it is.
Yes. Yeah. Don't worry, we'll get to you at some point.
Yeah.
We're all going to arrive, and you'll be like, "Jesus, where did you appear from?"
Well, all these new DIY skills that he's picked up in this last few months, it'd be coming to yours to renovate. There's a video for you.
Wallpapering. I'm quite enjoying the wallpaper. We did a little bit of wallpapering. Easy for me to say.
You did 3 strips of wallpaper.
Yeah, but they were all joined up.
Good point.
What I did?
Yeah.
That was 4 or 5 strips.
Oh, wow.
Well, come on.
And he's painted the ceiling in the bathroom. The amount of time it took him, I thought he'd gone to do the Sistine Chapel.
I did all the rear windows of the house today, and I cleaned all the soffits and all of the back patio doors and the cladding around the rear extension. It's all shiny and new, and we've got people coming Monday, we think, now to do the front.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because the front, there's no access to the back except through the house. We thought, sod it, I'll just do the back. And I can get access to all the windows because I can stand on the rear extension. Can't do the high ones at the front.
Did you build a rear extension?
No.
Oh, right, thank God. Yeah, you can stand on it, then you'll be all right.
I stood on the shed roof, and that didn't fall in. I built that.
Yeah. Held together by luck.
I know, it's that stuff that I used, isn't it?
Yeah.
That you flapped on with the sides. That stuff.
Just didn't do the back.
Yes, I did bodge up the refelting of the shed. I've admitted that to you. That's fine. No one can see around the back of it. It doesn't matter, right?
Yeah. I'm sure they'll think that when they pull it down in a couple of months.
Leave that there. Stop.
It's like, can you imagine, right, when they move, and then the new owners come in and they get like looking at the walls and they get like shapes of wardrobes and stuff while it's painted round.
We are live on the internet.
Yes.
No,
Sorry.
I've not been painting around the furniture and the pictures. Remember, you just painted around the pictures.
Yeah, around the picture. Yeah, because everyone just painted the frame of the picture as well, wasn't it? I was just like, yeah, that's just
Colour coordinate, it'd be fine.
Oh, Porkies. Well, funny you say Norfolk. We are going to view one in very much South Norfolk, kind of Norfolk Suffolk border place. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Very, very nice.
Elena, Elena.
Norfolk where there's lots of
Norfolk people.
yeah.
Go on, Laney, spit it out. Go on.
I want to say a canal. It's not a canal. What's it called?
What?
You mean the Norfolk Broad?
A canal.
No, not really in Norfolk. The Broads are there though.
Well, they're canals, right?
No,
Right.
they're rivers, really.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
Having a
rivers.
quick chat. We are live. Do not swear.
Hang on a minute.
He's a potty mouth. I mean,
Hang on. Has Andrea gone?
Okay.
I want to hear all about this fire breathing baton twirling you've been doing.
oh, they were talking about baton twirling.
Fire breathing. I didn't do any fire breathing.
No fire breathing.
No fire breathing. All right, okay.
I did
Fire
12
baton twirling.
You can tell himself. Come here.
No, I look like.
You look like
I
what?
look terrible.
Naked? You're not naked.
I'm not naked. I just look terrible.
I
She's not-
see it. Yeah. All right, okay.
She's not going to join us.
Fair enough.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you used to do the whole swizzly sticks on fire. Chuck 'em up.
Yeah.
Again, still on fire. Didn't you? Did you ever set fire to yourself?
No, I singed the grass a few times.
Singe the grass. You don't want to drop them. As long as you don't fling them at the crowd.
yeah. Let one go. Yeah. 84-year-old
Don't
Doris.
let one go. Don't ever let one go when you're doing fire battens.
Yeah, that could cause a lot of problems. Yeah.
Yeah, that could cause a little problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Porkies. Norfolk is the rural dream. The Broads are brilliant. I used to go up to the Broads for a week every Easter. I did it for 10 years, and it was like a charity organisation. And I used to train kids how to sail. And it was so much fun, and we slept on the boats. Really gorgeous. Like
Is
25, 30 foot yachts we used to have.
Is Norfolk Broad the one where they've got the ice cream boat?
Probably.
There's a boat that's an ice cream boat. He's like an ice cream man.
Oh,
boat?
right. Yeah. I do believe such things exist.
That's
It's
weird.
really cool. It's like a network of rivers, and then there's big lakes that are called the Broads, and you can sail on them. We used to have regattas, like races around the
We
Broads.
could
Yeah.
hire out a boat.
Yeah, we got the Broads, hire out a cruiser, as they call them. So much fun. Stop off at a pub.
We've already decided we're living there. We're going to be gutted if it sells to someone else.
There'll be others, don't worry.
I've already told him I'm not happy because there's not a workshop. There's going to be trouble. I'm telling you.
Ian wants a workshop. We can't buy this one.
We've got some funny little storage sheds though.
The sheds.
Oh, right. Okay. I'll come
There's
back.
like little sheds. I can put you in one of them. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, I'll sleep in a tent. I don't care. There's a workshop there. I'll sleep in. I'll sleep.
You know, we might have a spare room. You might even get a bed if you came down. You know.
I'm not bothered about a bed. Just somewhere near the shed.
You heard him say that, right? Coal shed. He's fine with that.
Yeah. As long as you take the coal out first, it's a bit lumpy. It gets in your back.
Sorry, what?
A bit coal. It gets a bit, stuck in your back. It's a bit lumpy, to sleep on.
I can hear Jeff.
Is Jeff coming?
Yeah.
He always
doesn't
does
like
this.
to get left out.
He doesn't want to be left out.
Hello.
He just knows that we're here.
He does, and then he comes and paws at my legs because he wants to be lifted up.
Hello, gorgeous. Hello.
Jeff.
I was saying,
He's looking.
I was saying to Nick,
You want to say hello? Come on. He's
Andrea.
waiting like a lunatic.
Jeff. Hello. Aww. Hi, Jeff.
Jeff.
Tell him all about your adventures in the woods.
Oh.
I'll have some decent male conversation. Yeah, that's what we
I think you'll howl right now. We do a lot of
Just
howling.
woken up.
He's literally just woken up from like an hour's kip.
Bless him. Oh, bless him.
Oh, look, you're getting lots of hellos. Look. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey,
Geoff.
hi, Jeff. He looks so at home now. I think he is. I think he's adopted us now.
Yeah.
He's not,
To be fair, it must have been really confusing for him,
Yeah.
being taken from home.
Can
he's
you
been for
imagine,
so
like,
long.
if you, like, can you imagine just one day being in your bed or whatever, and then all of a sudden these strange people who you don't know just randomly come and take you home, and like,
we essentially kidnapped him. I know, right? It's
yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it, when you think about it, how they must feel.
Yeah.
And I mean, they don't know where they're going, they don't know who you are, they just, like, have to come with you, and like,
no.
got
It
no
must have been
choice.
really stressful for him for the first week or so.
Yeah.
But he has totally changed now. He's really chilled. He's a chilled little thing anyway, but now he's super
Yeah,
chilled.
yeah.
He sleeps with his legs in the air like that now.
Jasper is the opposite of chill. Well,
Oh,
I
is he?
see that, when he meets people, he's like, thinking, I got a new camera the other day, and she was like, she goes, I realised she was scared of him, like, because he's really excited when new people come in the house, you know what I mean? He's excited when anyone comes in, but like, it was a new person, so that was like even more excitement. And I'm sometimes wonder though if he knows they're scared and he just like wants to be even nice to them. Like, but I'm not scary. Say, look, hey, you know what I mean? And she was going, I went, oh, you scared of dogs? She went, just big dogs. The amount of people who are just scared of big dogs.
Mm.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
Jeff's
Just
scared
get
of
like,
big dogs.
I've got a dog, but I'm just a bit scared of big dogs.
Mm.
Like, okay.
Yarmouth is the Beirut of Norfolk. Glitzy when you look at it, but not representative. Yeah. Yeah, we were up there not that long ago, weren't we?
Bit random, isn't it?
Yes, we wouldn't choose to live there. It's all right for a day trip, though, isn't it?
Good for the charity shops.
Charity shops, yeah. Day trip up there. Why not? Did you have to have people come and inspect your house and that, Nick? When we took a dog from Dogs Trust, they were really strict. Well, we did when we adopted Monty, because we got him from Blue Cross. So they did the whole interview us and find out about us, come and look at the house. But because it was a private thing with Jeff, his owner passed away and his wife needed to rehome him. So there was no checks involved in that.
Yeah, because you had a mutual friend who, like, sort of,
essentially Carla vouched for us that we were.
Yeah.
We were.
And also, pretty much they can come and see him live on YouTube every Sunday and whatever.
Yeah, and we're in touch. I don't know if you've spoken to her recently. Perhaps you should give an update tonight on how he's doing. It's been a few weeks, or tomorrow. Just a friendly text. But yeah, for a few days.
You don't know if you're doing the right thing though with that, do you? Because you kind of think, well, what if they just want to like move on from it? It's too painful. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if they do want updates, but I'm sure if she did, she would ask, wouldn't she?
In the beginning, whether he's settled in okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think once you've done initial ones, I don't think you really need to.
They do know our social media, and I think Debbie follows me on Instagram, so I'm pretty sure we'll update on what he's doing.
We get an update, yeah.
Yeah, we get updates anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Donna has a chihuahua, and he has little dogs, and Joey gets feisty with big dogs.
Yeah, he doesn't get shouty, but then it's just because he's scared.
Yeah, Jeff gets very yappy at big dogs.
Yeah.
It doesn't go for them. He hides behind my ankles.
He's scared.
Jasper likes little dogs. I don't know why. Is it just because he can tower out with them or something? He's not mean or anything. He just stands up. I think he's amused by them. It's like, what even are you? Like, you're like a weird looking little thing. You know what I mean? Maybe he thinks they're half squeaky toy. Some of the really tiny dogs.
Oh.
Chihuahuas and stuff. The one we met at the pub was a Chihuahua mixed with a Border Terrier, wasn't it?
A weird dog, wasn't it? Yeah. The quiz team that we've teamed up with to make a super quiz team, not that we've actually won the quiz yet, in the pub, they've got a little Chihuahua cross. They're not really sure what he's crossed with, are they? But it's a funny Border Terrier, they think. But it's a funny looking thing. So its head's like really small and out of proportion. And it's just really funny. Do you remember what he's called? Charlie. Was it Charlie?
Oh, maybe.
Might be Charlie. But it's funny looking dog. Yeah.
It's funny when people say Charlie, I was the voice in there going, wow, wow, wow. Charlie says.
Yeah. I think of Charlie Bit My Finger these days. Do you remember that viral video?
Oh, yeah.
We used to have a cockatiel called Charlie.
Oh, did you?
Oh, we had a cockatiel. We had a cockatiel called Wendy.
Charlie had a pigeon.
Charlie had a pigeon. Yeah, well, anyway.
They flew in the morning. They flew. Stephen says, I think of Corky and Charlie.
Charlie, yeah.
Oh, right. I think of cocaine. Okay.
Yeah.
Charlie says.
Oh,
Say no more. Say no more. There are some strange Chihuahua crosses. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes when you see a cross and they say what it is, you try and imagine that coupling. You know what I mean? Like a Chihuahua and a. It's like that would have been interesting coming together. You know what I mean?
Hi, Sally, Kelly. I have 3 Chihuahuas, Bear, Kiki, and Mimi.
Wow. Hi, Kelly. Hope you're well.
I'm sure one of Sylvia's dogs is called Bear. Is it? Or am I confusing myself?
That was the other thing about that house, well, bungalow I was telling you about. They accept dogs as well, which is fairly rare for a rental nowadays, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Dogs. But I don't want it, and I want it now, okay?
Yes,
Anyway.
we'll be dog friendly, won't we? With our holiday let. For sure.
I think I will wrap this up for now. And I will say good night to everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to you, Stu, for being here, and to Andrea in the background there.
I'm still here.
And your voice is enough, Andrea, is that as well. Voice of reason in the background, isn't it? Anyway, my brain's just mush now.
Man, with mush when we started.
Yeah, it was, to be fair, it was. So, good night, everyone, and see you on Tuesday, and probably put a video out tomorrow as well. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.